We have so many incredible and talented community members, and one of them is Raj Manickam. Raj, thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thank you for inviting me.
Of course, because all in the good light photography is spectacular, and you have a great way for people to come and experience all of the work that you've put into it. So let's tell them about this experience.
Yes, just recently, I've been shooting for about a little bit over 8 years in the Valley, but most recently, I opened up my own gallery, the All in Good Light Gallery, at the end of Minton, the town of Minton, at the Steam Master building. So it's a 3-story building that we got white walls, so I put up all my work.
Wow.
And so it's a little bit of photojournalism, storytelling, and fine art. So that's the only place in town you will find all three.
Which I think is such a great way for people to experience our community through your eyes, because your photography is so unique, and some pieces are so soft and elegant and relaxing, and then some pieces do have this incredible storytelling behind them, which then ignites your brain to think about it and really take yourself to that moment and look at the piece of photography and study it and find all of those details that tell that story.
I think a lot of what I do is the paradox between East and West also, because of my background. So I bring your rodeos, and I bring your ski joring, and I would go to the woods and take photos of the beautiful Rocky Mountain scenes, and you know, a lot of them you can see them as it is, as a photo, a single photo, or you can scan the QR code and read about the story behind that one image. And if you open up that story, you will see 16 more, and all of them are standalone photos that is good to hang on any walls.
Which is so incredible. So we've got the website up right now, and we're seeing some of these pieces. Now, you use a lot of different techniques, and you shoot from a lot of different angles, and you give a lot of perspective. So it's fine art photography, but it's contemporary, it's abstract, it's nature, it is storytelling. You've got a lot going on throughout all of your pieces.
I think, you know, if you limit yourself to seeing and taking photos that are just has limits, then you're not, you know, expressing yourself from what you see with your physical eyes. And I use my physical eyes first, and then I capture them. And so some of these images have done quite well within Colorado and out of state. You know, the latest one was Freedom Night, that was shot in Eagle, and it was performed in Boulder, Longmont, and Denver, with 46 people singing choir on one of my pieces.
Wow.
So, and these are all everyday scenes that we see, you know, just simple things. That was on my roof blowing a soap bubble, and it frost right in front of me, and I shot it.
Which is incredible, because that's something that everyone wants to do and wants to create, but to have such a delicate image of it, and that's one of those moments that shows the delicacy of the photograph that's really entrancing to people.
Well, I invite people to come this Friday to the gallery. If anyone's interested, it's free. We got some hors d'oeuvres, some drinks, and just good company.
Right, and then they get to hear from you yourself talk about your work. And so if you had to pick one of your favorite pieces right now that you have, what would it be?
I would say Juniper's Last Gasp would be a big story that one can appreciate the environment, at the same time appreciate the beauty of the art, and also serendipity in a lot of ways, because some of these images happen without me planning it. So I would say Juniper's Last Gasp.
Which I think is so spectacular, and you do a lot of work in black and white too. And so a lot of your pieces have this really unique contrast to them, which makes them stand out quite a bit.
Recently I have acquired a 4x5 large format camera, and I'm dabbling with that right now. I've got my own darkroom, so I'm going to slow down, develop my own, and take my time, and not stop digital. You know, so I've always looked at things from both sides of the view. So I would shoot digital and I would shoot film.
Which film is such an incredible process. The entire process of shooting it and knowing you only have X amount of frames, so you can't take 200 pictures to get that perfect moment.
One of my cassettes is just, you know, the film holder is just 2 at a time.
Wow.
So it's just 4x5, 2 films at a time.
Wow.
And I have to really slow down and discriminate in my image that I want to shoot. And I am going to work on the locals, portraits of locals that, you know, the most common people in town. And I have planned to do this within a year and 2 years. And it will be a project, it'll be a book.
Which I think is incredible because there's so many unique stories to be told here, and this is such a great way to do that, and bringing the aspect of the fine art photography into it, and then allowing people to kind of share their stories through your work is such a spectacular invite into our community.
There's about 141 photo stories on that I have, but there's about 35 on the website. Soon I'll be updating more. So.
Which we're looking through the website right now. We've got it scrolling, and you've got pictures that make you happy. You've got pictures that make you focus in and maybe think about certain emotions that you could feel. You have pictures that kind of transform the way your brain is thinking, take you back in time. It's incredible what your work can do.
Well, I appreciate all the comments here, but I think one needs to observe. And when you see, these are most common things that we all see, and we just don't capture them. I find it's not like we don't register them. We see them every day. I tend to, you know, capture them and show them. And this is what I've started 8 years ago, and I don't think I'll stop.
I don't think you should stop. Now, if people are interested in acquiring one of your pieces for their home, is that an option?
Oh, please. That will support the artists.
Yes.
And I am part of the Art Guild. So today, on Friday, there'll be a lot of them coming to join us at the gallery. And yes, they can grab and go almost. But you know, if they want to just enjoy it, please come, because there's no, we're not asking or pushing sales. But yes, I would have always appreciated.
Of course. Now, one more time, if people are interested, this Friday,
5 to 7:30 at All in Good Light Gallery at 1901 Main Street in Minton, at the very end of Minton towards Malloy Park. And it's free parking, and please come. Food, drinks.
all of the good stuff.
All in Good Light.
All in Good Light. Yeah, but you've got all of the good stuff there. The
Yes.
art, the food, the drinks, yourself,
Yes.
other artists.
Thank you. So,
Raj, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us and giving us all this great information.
please come. Thank you.
Of course. Make sure that you mark your calendars. That way you participate in the event taking place this Friday, 5 to 7:30. You're not going to want to miss out. All in the Good Light photography is an incredible look through a local's eyes here on our wonderful community. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.